Hey everybody, it's the Nitty Professor here to address the eternal question, what do heritage boot lovers wear when they're not wearing heritage boots? And this is kind of an interesting question because obviously we're not going to wear them to bed, right? Yesterday, what was I wearing yesterday? I got them out. Yesterday, I was wearing these babies. So these are the Aqua Rambler leather Truman cap toe with the Eugene sole. And I got them out partly because for the current weather conditions, the flat sole works really well. We had a bit of snow here and it's almost all melted. There's just a few spots. Mistletoe loves the lace. There are just a few spots, here you go, where there might be, a little bit of mud. And I don't like to track that in. You've got another cat. So this flat sole works really well. I can just sort of scrape it on the cement and, there are going to be like traces in there. So we have to sweep and stuff like that. But we're not going to have chunks of mud coming off of our Commando soles coming in the house when we wear boots like this. But this leather is tough, man. I'm making progress. I had them on 5 hours yesterday and I was like, well, that's pretty good because they were comfortable and they're extremely supportive. But even though, I could tell I'm making headway getting these broken in, they're still just super stiff, tough. I'm kind of like now eager to just keep working on them because I know once they really are adapted to my feet, they're just going to be my best friends, and I love the color. But I couldn't wear them all day, so I had to take them off. And at that point, I put these babies on my slippers. So these are some Sorel slippers. I started wearing Sorel slippers a couple years ago. I found some in Grand Rapids. I think it's called Grand Rapids. I get Great Falls, Grand Rapids, Grand Falls, and Great Rapids mixed up. I think it was Grand Rapids, Minnesota. And this is not the pair I bought there. I bought these online, but I knew that they worked. So I was like, well, I'll get these. It's really hard to find a good pair of slippers that are not crappy or made in a communist country. Well, another day I was wearing these shoes. So these are relatively new. I bought these in Omaha last fall. The Copper Rough and Tough Iron Rangers, and again I'm trying to get them broken in. This is the same leather that I have my blacksmiths, and somehow I managed to get those broken in quicker, I guess because they don't have the cap toe. I'm not sure, it explains why these are a little tough, but they have this spot here always kind of gets to me, and the soles are a little stiff, and the cap toe makes it harder to break in the toe. So I had them on for a good while, but I start getting like a little ache going here in the side of my foot, and sometimes on the ball of my foot, the joint where we're trying to break in this area gets a little tired. So pulled them off, put on my slippers. Now one day I was like, well, I have other shoes, so I got out these. I do like my desert boots. They're not heritage boots. They aren't the same caliber, but they're fun. I got some good colors in these. This is kind of it's like a violet, blue, ultramarine, navy. I don't know what this color is, but it's kind of nice, and it looks good with a yellow or I just like color, me. That's why I make colorwork sweaters. So these are super comfortable, but as far as walking the dogs or really doing hardcore walking, hiking on and something like this, she wants the lace. It's just not as good because you don't have the ankle support. They're comfortable for a casual shoe, at work or at the School for the Blind where I'm doing a practicum. Great, but as far as really, a steady kind of gait and assuring that I'm protected from whatever uneven surface is coming by, it's a little bit different. So, I wear them from time to time, but I don't wear them all the time. Now, these I had on, I'm going to say 2 days ago. These are the Pullman. These are my Wolverine 1,000-mile boots. And I had these babies on, and I mean, they're so broken, and you can tell, I've even collapsed the side of this a little bit. That's probably not the greatest thing, but for some reason for me it works. I guess it's just how I walk, people. I don't know. But when I have these Pullman leather Wolverine 1,000 miles on, I forget I have them on. They're so comfortable. And yet they're still protective. So if I wear the right thickness of sock, I'm still going to get, you know, from the ankle support and everything, all the support that I need for rough surfaces. Again, we've got just really practical sole. Mistletoe loves the laces. And this is taking a beating, man. I wear the crap out of these boots. I wear them so much. They're just extremely comfortable. I think, you know, it's probably a product partly of luck, partly because 1,000 Miles are, you know, they're not the best boots in the world, but they're really good. And they're just so simple. The construction, I think we've got a good midsole here, beautiful leather. It's just a classic design. It's hard to go wrong with. They fit me well. And I can always adjust, you know, we got the speed hooks. I can adjust the size if my feet swell or if they decide they need to be tighter. I can fix it, you know. I had these on. It was going on 8, 9 at night. I forgot I had them on. I wore them all day. Now, from time to time, I'm like, well, I could wear a pair of sneakers, you know. And I have some. It's hard to find good sneakers. Now, these are skate shoes. And these are the Bennett by Deckline. I don't think Deckline even exists anymore. But I used to go through these before I knew about Heritage boots. One thing they have is they've got kind of a cushioned tongue, which is kind of nice. And these are leather, which I also like. Good sole, very sturdy. But in spite of how good these sneakers are, do I wear them very often? Not really. You know, no ankle support. So they're great on occasion. I'm maybe for a picnic or, you know, just something casual or, I don't know, shooting hoops or something like that. I'm not going to shoot hoops in Heritage boots, right? But I could in these. Or I could hit a few tennis balls or something like that. Or ride a bike, right? I think it's kind of hard to ride a bike in Heritage boots. So something like that, I'll wear sneakers. But I can't. I think I had them on a couple months ago, but I'm not even sure. So anyhow, yeah. What do we wear besides Heritage boots? I mean, I had these boots on the other day. I had these boots on about 3 or 4 days ago. My Trumans. These are the ones that got me through that whole week in Trondheim. All over cobblestones. I was walking like 20, 30,000 steps a day. Not a problem because I had these tanks on. And sometimes we need that commando sole. You know, if you need some traction, right? Then these are really good. Clumps of ice that when they be broken, you don't want to slip and stuff like that. These are great. And they've got the cap toe. Truman boots are just so well constructed. I recognize that some of the parts are machine made, but you know, that's fine. I mean, I type with a machine, so it's not the end of the world. There still is a lot of hand construction going into these, and there's traditional, beautiful components, leather midsoles, gorgeous leather. This is the Evergreen Chiha, and I came home, I still had these boots on, and I didn't think twice. I was like, my feet are comfortable. And I'm not sure I took them off until I went to bed. I had them on like all day. So I think it's just, you know, it's like we wear other things besides Heritage boots, but not that much. You know, I think once you discover Heritage boots, the comfort, the support, the style, it's not much really competes with that. So I'd be curious what your take is on just wearing super high quality Heritage boots to get yourself through the day. Obviously, some of us, you know, some guys, they got to wear a suit. They got to wear loafers, Bluchers, whatever, you know. I mean, I'm still in the market for a good pair of penny loafers, partly because it was kind of like a Heritage shoe when I was growing up. I remember wearing Sebagos. Do you remember those? And I'd put a penny in my loafers, or sometimes it'd be a Canadian penny. We lived in Buffalo. It was right across the lake from Toronto, basically. I'm thinking about maybe Oak Street or maybe Rencourt, you know, one of the two. I kind of know my size. So it'd be really appropriate to have a good pair of leather loafers with a leather sole, preferably, to wear at work. But on the other hand, I've got these. I've got these. So I don't know if I really need anything else. So share your thoughts. I'd be really curious. What do you wear besides Heritage boots? Do you wear much of anything? Do you wear Heritage boots just from time to time? Or are you more like me and it's like, yeah, I'm going out. I better put on a nice pair of Trumans. That's kind of the way I am. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend and a good week. And we'll talk soon. Bye.